So, what are we reacting to?
Um, this you put on Moana, an ugly, soulless, pointless disaster by the critical drinker.
I heard it went. I heard it went very bad, like very bad. So
All of Disney's stuff lately have been bad, from the cartoons to the remakes.
that is true. So Moana was good. I remember my sister's little one was in love with Moana. Yeah, I don't want to hear those songs again because I've listened to them probably like 1,000 times. But yeah, this was the remake with The Rock, and I heard it was bad.
Yeah, I've seen somebody actually take the AI and put Kevin Hart as Moana.
I, I would love to see that. Okay, you ready? What? I'm
I
watching.
am I am watching and also I am playing on my console. Nice. What are you playing?
Awesome. That sounds like fun. Okay. Do you want to play?
Yeah.
You know, one of the things I appreciate about modern culture is how quick and efficient everything's become. See, it used to be that you had to wait at least a generation to
Yes.
see your favourite childhood movies and franchises get completely bastardized by pointless, creatively bankrupt, soul-sucking, cash-grab remakes. But Disney, bless their shriveled...
Oh, what they did to Aladdin was so bad, Powell. Okay, awesome.
Nice. I actually, thanks to the donations that chat had sent previously, I managed to fix my PC, so now I am all ready to play games.
Nice. Nice. We'll be playing some extra games on the channel and stuff, and yeah. Why does it look like your character's
I
blushing? Yeah?
It's not blushing. You're just colorblind.
Ah. Not everybody needs to know that.
I think everyone should,
Why?
because it's funny.
Ah, Footsec.
The dog is colorblind.
Yeah. I know I'm a dog, but come on. I'm not that bad. But
I've actually never watched the Aladdin remake. I just couldn't bring myself because I love Robin Williams, and
yes.
the remake was, yeah.
It was terrible. It was so bad.
Black Hearts have found a way to fast track the whole process with Moana, a live action remake of an animated movie that came out in 2016. What are we even doing here, lads? Like, seriously, this is like some kind of weird social
Hold on, I'm gonna put the quality a little bit higher. Why does The Rock look so bad?
experiment at this point.
Hold
How
on.
much of the
I
same
don't know.
crap?
Look how bad he looks. Even with the wig on, it's horrible. We don't. The Rock never has. He must be bald. No wig. He looks
And
bad.
if he does have hair, it should be short.
Yes. Yes. No, he looks bad.
Can you shove down people's throats before the gag reflex kicks in and they try to fight you off? Well, in Tatiana's case, you'd be quite surprised. Anyway, the point I'm making here is that live-action Moana, coming barely a decade after the original and hot on the heels of Moana 2, has got to be one of the most baffling movie releases of the entire year.
It was
or
bad.
any year
It
for
was
that
really
matter.
bad.
I just can't figure this one out, man. Snow White, for all its faults, I could at least understand on a commercial level because it was a remake of a movie from the 1930s.
Yes.
This is a remake of a film so new that the little kids who watched it back in the day are still teenagers now.
It wasn't released that long ago. It really
Yeah,
wasn't released. What?
the hair looks CGI. It does.
It does. But no, it was like what 2016 or something. The movie got released, and yeah, now they got number 2 and they got the remake. Nah, they're just screwing around.
Yeah, they've actually shown that they use ChatGPT to make the new stuff.
Imagine that. You're so fucking lazy just using ChatGPT to write your whole script. Oh no.
Anyway, all of this is
Yeah.
my way of saying that Moana is a bad movie. Not bad in the same way that Supergirl was bad. Jesus, it might suck, but it's not dangerous. But bad in the way that a low-effort cover band charging the same ticket prices as the original is bad. Bad in the way that a cheap Temu knockoff of some high-quality brand furniture is bad. Ultimately, what this film is a copy, a lazy replica,
Yes.
an inferior clone of something that was actually pretty good. A movie that has absolutely no reason for existing except the hope of squeezing more money out of retarded Disney audiences. And apparently it's not doing too well at that either.
Oh, they lost.
Anyway, let's get the plot.
Oh no, they lost 125 million on the movie. That is gonna be brutal.
Well, I
synopsis.
mean, they've lost more than that with Snow White, so
Okay, but Snow White was a piece of shit because the actor, right, ran Snow White into the ground because she thought she was funny.
true. But yeah, they still lost more with that, so it's no surprise.
Yes. Damn.
Over with, and this should be an easy one because it's literally the exact same story as the original. So anyway, Moana is a young girl living on an island in the South Pacific, and in typical Disney fashion, she dreams of leaving her small life behind and exploring the wider world. But her family tell her no, she has to stay behind and take command of the tribe. But when shit hits the fan, her gran tells her that some arsehole named Maui once stole the heart of an ocean goddess like 1,000 years ago, and if they don't find him and get him to return it soon, their island's gonna get destroyed
Yes.
by a bad volcano demon. That right there is her quest. So she sets sail and immediately gets shipwrecked, but that's okay because she just so happens to wash up on Maui's island so that the rest of the plot can happen.
That's like you get shipwrecked and you like land exactly where you need to be. Only Disney.
Yeah. Well, they can make it that, oh no, the ocean helped her. At least there it somewhat makes sense.
Yes.
And so the movie becomes a kind of road trip buddy comedy on the ocean where Moana has to convince Maui to return the heart, but he's like, nah, I'm not doing that until you help me get my magical fish hook back. Jesus fucking Christ, talk about busy work. You've had like 1,000 years to get this hook back, mate. Are you seriously telling me you had to wait for some teenage girl to help you out? Anyway, so they get the hook and they go back to the island in time for the volcano demon to attack them, and Maui redeems himself by distracting it long enough for Moana to get to the demon, only to realize the demon is the ocean goddess who turned evil after Maui stole her heart. So anyway,
What
she
a
puts
plot.
it back and then everything's fine again.
What a
and that's
plot.
it, that's the plot for Moana.
Right.
Now, how best to describe this movie? Well, you know when you reheat a takeaway the next day because you're too lazy and hungover to make yourself a proper meal? It's the same food you remember and it sort of looks the same, but it's all gone a bit stale and unpleasant
Yes.
now, and you've got a sneaking suspicion it's going to leave you glued to the toilet bowl for the rest of the day. Well, that's basically live action Moana for you. Like I said before, it's practically a shot-for-shot remake of the original, adding absolutely nothing new, expanding on none of the characters, scenes, or world building, and ultimately leaving you scratching your head why they even bothered to make it. You'd get the same exact effect if you ran the original through an AI filter and just told it to render it in photorealistic graphics.
He said the same thing as you.
Yeah, well, I actually thought they did that.
Damn. Okay. I know the movie's bad, but damn.
Yeah, I thought they just said make this character look like and they just edited like the picture into it,
Yes.
and then the AI just put the character. That's what I thought. I mean, it would make sense.
True.
In fact, it would probably be a better experience because then you wouldn't have to deal with some of the worst prosthetics, least
Look at that. You can see the bodysuit. You can literally see his bodysuit.
Yeah,
How
Yeah,
bad
you
is
can.
that?
I don't know. They were
convincing
lazy.
wigs.
Oh, they were. They were very lazy.
Wigs, laziest acting, and ugliest visuals I've seen outside of Rings of Power. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with The Rock's ridiculous wig and unconvincing muscle suit, but holy god, seeing his tiny old man head perched atop this gigantic disproportionate body almost makes Hassan Piker look normal. On that subject, actually, I suspect one of the big reasons for making this film now instead of waiting the obligatory 20 years was to get it out there while The Rock was still young enough to pull it off. The thing is, guys, I hate to say it, but I think that ship might have sailed already. I
Yes.
can't fault the man's work ethic, obviously, but no amount of pumping iron can change the fact he's in his mid-50s now, and facially at least, he fucking looks it,
He
especially
does.
after dropping a bunch of weight recently. The Maui from the animated movie was this big, expressive, larger-than-life character. He wasn't meant to look like a realistic human because, well, he wasn't, and it worked. The Rock's voice combined with the over-the-top animations hid his acting shortcomings, and it was a perfect combination. Now he just looks like, well, The Rock, and that is not a good thing in this movie. On the plus side though, I can at least say that Catherine Lagaya
Well, the thing is that I've realized is every movie with The Rock in it, all he ever does is do that, the smolder face.
Oh, yes.
He's not even really the greatest actor.
No, it's just the smolder.
Yeah. When I look closely, it seems like they put his head on another body. It does actually kind of look like that.
Yes, they got this prosthetics, and it doesn't look good. It looks horrible.
No, it looks terrible.
Yes. We play?
Yep.
Lagaya does a good job as Moana. She's a good physical match for the character. She plays well off the rock, and for someone who's never done a feature film before, I think she's a pretty good presence on screen. That's about it as far as my praise goes, though. Usually, this film's another massive downgrade. Again, the animated movie was this vibrant, colourful cartoon world that looked gorgeous because you could take it in the spirit it was intended.
Yes.
Trying to ground it in reality just leaves it looking flat and dull, and even worse, most of it looks like it was shot.
The big problem is a lot of the live actions suck. I think I remember there was one good live action, which me and you watched Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't Beauty and the Beast. It was something else.
Are you certain it was the one with the lady that played Harry Potter, the redhead, the played Hermione? Me and you still
No,
watched
I
it?
think
No.
I didn't really enjoy Beauty and the Beast that much.
No.
So I think it was something else.
But Beauty and the Beast was amazing. It was good.
It wasn't my favorite.
No. Bestie.
Against a
Hold on. Hold on. We need to get into this. What do you mean? It was one of the best Disney cartoons ever made was Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, the cartoon was, the remake wasn't.
Okay, that is understandable.
That's what I was speaking about, not the cartoon. The cartoon was great.
Okay. That I can understand. That's fine. But damn, Beauty and the Beast was amazing.
It was a good movie. The remake was terrible.
It was. Do you think we should? No, we can't. I would have said, do you think we should just go straight live onto YouTube as well, because we're not really doing any content.
They will flag us down.
Okay.
They just don't like us. I don't know why.
That wasn't me. I didn't do anything.
I have a feeling it was you.
I've been good. I have been a good boy this week. I haven't.
Says who?
Me.
So then it's a lie.
What do you mean? I have been good. I haven't done anything. I haven't bitten anybody. I haven't told you I want cuddles. Nothing.
Yeah, because I've been busy this week.
Okay, that is true, but that's your problem. I still want cuddles.
And I might be busy next week too, so...
Damn.
Yes.
Okay, we gonna play?
Yep.
Screen. The backgrounds look weirdly dimensionless and lit all wrong, and it's such a jarring disappointment because you'd think shooting in real locations would be the big pull of a film like this.
Yeah.
All that being said though, at least the production worked hard to cast authentic actors and do justice to Polynesian culture. Moana creatives on working closely to honour Polynesian culture and traditions and why representation matters in a live action film.
Until it's a movie with white people, then that shit doesn't count anymore.
Yep. Then our history is thrown away.
Yes.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Oh, fucking really? That's interesting, isn't it? Interesting how cultural fidelity and authentic casting suddenly becomes important when your movie is about the right kind of people. In
True,
fact, I'm pretty
true.
sure I made this exact point in my Odyssey video.
That's good.
There's this weird assumption that every other culture, race, and ethnic group in the world are entitled to their own unique stories, history, and identity, and it all has to be carefully fenced off, protected, and respected. Whereas anything created by white Europeans is treated like some generic all-you-can-eat buffet that everyone's allowed to stick their hands into.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially live in Clown World. That's the only way I can describe it at this point. Generations from now, academics are going to point to this
I
period
remember
in human
this.
history
We
and laugh
reacted to
their
this.
arses off about the sheer depth
Yeah.
of our retardation. Anyway, I think I've wandered enough with this one. What I'm trying to say with all this pish is that the Moana live-action remake sucks, and if you want a viewing experience that won't make you lose faith in the human race, save yourself the money and just watch the original from 2016. It's a far better movie.
It
Yeah,
is.
and just before I
It
go, this is
is.
a little reminder that I'm doing a Comic-Con over the States this week, so you probably aren't going to see any more videos from me for the next several days. It's okay though, I'm pretty sure you'll survive without me. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
The
Go
chicken.
away now.
Yeah, the chicken. Oh, that chicken was really funny.
It was.
You got any
No,
Yeah?
I think Disney is slowly destroying itself.
Yes, yes. Look what they did to Star Wars. What else? I think Indiana Jones, and all the amount of live action cuck they're bringing out as well. It is
Yeah.
really stupid.
They are slowly going to drain their accounts dry.
Oh,
Maybe in like 20, 30, 50 years from now, they are going to be completely destroyed.
do you remember Disney? It used to be a good company. Now it's a shit.
Yeah. It was.